is you're not meeting kids where they're at if you have preordained notions about where this kid should be at, what this kid should be able to do. That's us laying our template over this kid. And that's going to cause friction because if you're placed, that's the definition of friction. Placing expectations on a kid you already know they can't meet, right? Not only that, because we are rather hell bent on developing grit these days, um, with the definition of, with the ingredients of grit being passion and perseverance, well, a lot of the times what we're doing is we're trying to develop passion in the kid for something it's clear they can't quite do yet, or we're making them persevere. Passion and perseverance, you can do that till the cows come home. If you don't help the kid solve the problem that's getting in the way for them in the first place, you are just going to have a lot of friction and an expectation that still isn't met. So I love perseverance. I love passion. I don't love those in the absence of problem solving. This kid needs more than passion and perseverance.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. And I want to ask about these expectations because our schools are also geared for working on the deficits.
Mm.
In our community, we also look at acceleration. What if a child needs more challenge? What if a child needs a quicker, a compacted curriculum? So that I think adds and to have IEPs with strength goals. So I think there's like this duality of how do we change the expectations for where they're struggling and where they can excel.
I like it. Um, that's every kid has their own reference point. All of us are sort of the composite of all of the things we're pretty good at, all of the things we're not so good at. Thank goodness, my math is my kryptonite. Um, I was never good in math. What did people work the hardest with me on? Math, right? Um, I'm still not good in math, and I'm
Mm,
old, right? And I'm not sure I would have ever been good in math, no matter what they did, right? So, yes, we do tend to focus on what's wrong. I
yeah,
think that once I started kicking in, it was my strengths that helped me kick in. That's
bingo,
my sense.
bingo. So let me ask you, in that scenario, I mean, you're very clearly very gifted. Um,
Thank you.
if you could wave the magic wand and go back to sixth or seventh grade,
You got it.
what what do you wish would have been there for you in terms of empowering and fueling your strengths and supporting lagging skills?
Listen. So, good example of friction. Math and me have friction with each other, right? Algebra 2 and there was friction, right? It's the math that people thought I should be in. And it just made no sense to me whatsoever, right? Listen, um, to me, here's what I need. Here's what's not working for me, right? Don't just lay an algorithm on top of me, right? And this is also, this is something people in the neurodivergent community say a lot, right? I'm actually okay with who I am, right? Don't use a neurotypical reference point for me. I am my own reference point. Don't use an external reference point. Me. Let's get a handle on me. Let's get me feeling good about me. Doesn't mean that I don't have things to work on. It just means that my ultimate success is probably going to have a lot more to do with my strengths than it is my limitations or the
That's
things
right.
that I'm struggling with.